Hey, welcome to the class today, man. We coming different today. You see I got the camera on today. We ready, we here. We talking boxing news today, man, for the fight fans. I'm gonna be talking about my top 5 pound for pound fighters in the world. And I'm gonna rank them off a resume. And then I'm gonna go top 5 off the eye test, off of what I see in that ring. And then I'm gonna talk about my top 3 prospects in the game that's coming up and they on the rise and they gonna be one of them ones in the future that we gonna be watching on these main event cards. I know I'm not the only boxing fan. That rank has been up and down since that Canelo and Bud match. I'm sure a lot of folks' top 5 was pretty similar, whether it was Bud, Usyk, Canelo in there, but things got shaken up in the past year for real. My pound for pound got shooken up for sure in the past year, just in the past 6 months. For number 5 though, I'm gonna go Shakur Stevenson. Shakur just became a 4-division world champion. He started at 126 and he just beat Teofimo at 140 for the Ring Magazine belt. And when I say he beat him, he beat up on him. 12-0 flawless victory. And like I said, Teofimo was the Ring Magazine champion at 140. And that mean that he been at the division dominating for a few years, and fought a few champions and got a few belts. And a guy that was originally 126 pounds, went through 130, 135, jumped up to your weight class, and he whooped him. So that's a lot to be said right there. Very seldom do we get 2 fighters in the top 10 rankings fight. We got that, and it looked like an outclass match. Like, Teofimo just got beat to the punch every time. Shakur was countering him. He made him look like a journeyman in there for real, like if we being honest. Before Teofimo, he had a test with William Zepeda. A lot of people thought that Shakur was gonna run away from him. Nah, he didn't though. He stood there right in the pocket and beat up on him too. Now, a lot of folks say he got hurt that fight, but say if he did get hurt, he bit down and turned it up a notch and didn't get hit throughout the fight, for real, for real. Shakur to me was always one of them guys that was top 10 as far as skill and eye test. Even when he was all the way at 126 pounds, fighting Jamal Herring and Oscar Valdez, he always had that defense. He always a step ahead, setting up traps. He get in and out. A lot of folks say it's running, but to me it's being a step ahead. You would think they know how to cut off the ring, but they don't. I'm not just tooting his horn for real. The CompuBox numbers saying the same thing. He really don't get hit. But I understand though, a lot of fans like to watch a rock-up, sock-up type of fight. And I understand that. I like watching it too. It's visually appeasing, but that's not what you're gonna get when you watching Shakur. You're gonna get the sweet science, real clean, high IQ boxing. And I like watching that too, man, because you don't see that in every fight. You have to wait months and months to see them type of fights for real. Not everybody got the talent to pull that off and make it look that clean. But to me, I'm different though. In my opinion, making another guy look like they not supposed to be in the ring with you when the fight was made and he's a top contender and he top 5 in the division, that's something to be said. A lot of folks be bringing up that Edwin De Los Santos fight and talk about the running he did, but y'all gotta realize the boy had broke his hand. He injured his hand in the fight and he had to do what he had to do to come home with the belt. And if you were following boxing when Tank fought Pitbull, a lot of people criticized Tank for his performance in that fight. And they really was saying he did the same thing. He was kind of running from Pitbull. He was ducking, but Tank messed up his hand in that fight too. Kind of like Shakur did against Edwin De Los Santos. Based off Shakur accolades, you know, winning titles at 130 against Oscar Valdez, an undefeated opponent, went to 135, he cleaned up there. And then he just jumped up to 140 and beat Teofimo, and he did it in that fashion. I'm going to give him a top 5 nod as far as right now. And at number 4, I'm going to go to Monster, Naoya Inoue. Now, I'm going to be honest. Y'all might think I'm crazy, but Inoue, he the truth. But I didn't really fully believe it until I seen him go against an opponent on the level of Junto Nakatani, a guy that was ranked highly too, just like him. Another Japanese fighter that was on the top 10 pound for pound rankings. And don't get me wrong, Louis Nery and Cool Boy Steph is very credible opponents. Fulton ain't no walkover, but I just had to really see it and understand it. And maybe it took Junto for me to really see he's special. I knew he was one of them ones because he moved all the way up from 108 to where he at now, 122. Leading up to the Junto fight, I felt that was a true 50-50 fight, and that was down the middle. I really didn't know who was going to win. Overall, he stood tall and he handled Nakatani, and he broke his orbital bone in the fight. But like I said, I had to give credit where it was due, because I ain't seen nobody do that to Junto Nakatani. He was really beating up everybody for the most part until Inoue got in there with him. And when I say I was questioning Inoue, it was just that he fought that guy, Ramon Cardenas. And Ramon Cardenas knocked him down with the same shot that Luis Nery knocked him down with in previous fights. So it's just like I was questioning him a little bit. I knew he had the talent. My eyes is telling me that this is a real problem right here. Like, he's running through all the lighter divisions and making it look easy, collecting the belts undisputed. But it was questionable. He stepped up his game all the way. But I would be lying if I said it wasn't no vulnerability there. But a knockdown does not win you the fight, though. And one thing about that boy Inoue, when he get knocked down, he turned into a whole different fighter. He put the pressure on his opponent. It's like a trigger go off in his head and he just turned it up a notch. Like, that's the real definition of a champion biting down. Like, not too many fighters got that in their bag. Not too many fighters even got the heart to be on that. 97% of fighters, I say, is going to fumble under that pressure. And he one of them ones that gets sharper when he facing adversity. But like I say, anyway, he started off his boxing career at 108, and now he at 122. And he's still undefeated. Winning undisputed in 4-5 different weight classes, it seemed like, with 33 fights, 27 knockouts. Like, he generational for sure. Guys like Manny Pacquiao made a name off of going up weight classes and challenging the best fighter and beating up on them. And I'd be lying if I tell you Inoue ain't doing some special stuff right now. But that brings me to number 3, Bam Rodriguez. Now, Bam Rodriguez was another one of them ones. He one of my favorite fighters in the game right now. He made a name too off of jumping up weight classes. And he started all the way at 108 pounds too, kind of like Inoue. And he won belts at flyweight, which is 112 pounds. And he went all the way up to 118, where he just fought at last week. And he beat Antonio Vargas, with a 6-round stoppage. I'm about to show it right here.
Warrington, and I've got him jumping out to an early lead, 39-37 on my scorecard. The output. Oh, big left hand from Bam! I don't know if he's going to make it up. Vargas, he will get back on his feet. Vargas has been dropped in his last 2 fights. Yeah. And he has ended on his feet, turning to one with him like he was earlier. Takes a lot of energy to. Oh! What a shot from Bam Rodriguez! And Vargas is flopping on the floor like a fish. I think he's done! Bam Rodriguez, a 3-division world champion! What a shot, Bam Rodriguez! Does the power come up to 118? Absolutely!
Vargas wasn't no scrub either. He was already a champion at that weight, and he showed levels when he knocked him down in the 4th round. Then the 6th round came, and it was a brutal stoppage. That's the thing with Bam. Keep in mind, this is his first fight at the weight division, and did him like that. And Bam, he beat all the lower weight class goats on his rise to the top. He beat Carlos Cuadras. Then he beat Sonny Edwards, who was running the division for a long time. And Bam TKO'd him in 10 rounds, which I'm about to show y'all.
Rounds ago, they're gonna wave it off, and that's it.
His corner had to stop it. He went on to fight another lower weight goat in Juan Estrada. Estrada caught Bam with a good flash knockdown.
There's no rest there was ever with that.
Nice uppercut, and the left hand floors Naoya Estrada.
For class from Bam Rodriguez.
Hard right hand by Estrada, and down goes Bam. Are you kidding me?
Never count out an old legend. They always have that one last straight.
There's only a handful of fighters that show when they get tough, they step their game up.
Classic in front of our eyes so far. Good shot. Both of them landing at the same time right now.
He was the first fighter to stop Estrada in over 40 fights. And that's when the lights start getting bright. And everybody started noticing like, oh yeah, Bam, he one of them ones. Since that knockdown, he showed he was levels above his opponents that they done threw at him after that fight. He been collecting belts all through 112 pounds to 118. If it's one guy I'm gonna put my money on to beat Naoya Inoue, it's gonna be Bam. My number 2, I'm gonna have to go with Dmitry Bivol. Bivol got the belts and the names on his resume to be called top 3. In my opinion, he got the best fundamentals in the game right now. He remind me of like the Tim Duncan of boxing, bro. He's really good at everything. There's really no weakness. I think he got the best jab at boxing and maybe one of the highest fight IQs in the game right now. With guys like Shakur, Tyson Fury, Tank, like a real smart boxer when you watch him. You can't really look at his fight and say that, oh, this guy was getting rounds and rounds on him. No. He either shut the opponent out or knocked him out for real. Better Bivol gave him his best fight. To me, the first fight, I think he won the first fight. I think it could have been called 114, 113 Bivol way. Like, it was that close. That was really one of the best fights I ever seen. Like, I was sitting there with my man, I was like, hey, this is one of the best fights we done ever seen. We looking at each other like they was banging from start to finish. But for the most part, he dominated the competition. And he fought cruiserweights like Zerto Ramirez, who David Benavidez just fought a few months ago. And keep in mind, he was the first guy on Arthur Beterbiev resume to not get knocked out. Arthur Beterbiev was punishing folks before he got to Bivol.
Is being torn down here in round 2. Another right hand. Uppercut. Big uppercut. He is stumbling, and this is over.
And Arthur one of them ones. Like, I'm waiting for him to come back too, because I don't see too many folks just beating Arthur Beterbiev. Like, my eyes tell me that he could knock out anybody from that weight class other than Bivol. And we not gonna forget either that he one of the 3 people to ever beat Canelo, and he beat him in a dominated fashion.
Big right hooks, overhand rights being landed by Canelo.
Oh, look at Bivol. Look at him go. Oh, my word, Bivol. And Canelo wants more of it. The crowd wants more of it, too.
So with that resume and the eye test, Bivol was my number 2 fighter. And if him and Benavidez get a rumble in before the end of the year, that could really tell who's gonna be my number 1 fighter for real. And last but not least, my number 1 pound for pound fighter in the sport right now, Alexander Usyk. Now, Usyk, he the truth, y'all. Like, I didn't see it at first, but that man is the truth. He started at cruiserweight. He dominated there. Got all the belts at cruiserweights. And keep in mind, cruiserweight is in between, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 190 to 200. And he got all the belts there, like I said. Jumped up to heavyweight. Didn't fight no tune-ups, no bums at heavyweights. Went straight to the competition. Start fighting guys like Fury, Joshua, Du Bois, Joe Joyce. And he was really spanking these guys. And keep in mind, these guys are 240, 260, 230. Shit, Tyson Fury might have came in at 280 one of them fights. You got a guy that's fought at cruiserweight at 200, beating guys that's 30 pounds more than him, 40 pounds more than him. That is crazy. We might not see that again in the near future. He beating these guys off of IQ and speed. Like, it's not weight. Like, throw the weight class away, because when we talk about lightweights, middleweights, and super middleweights and light heavyweights, it's within a 5 to 10 pound range. If that, some guys come in and fight night around the same weight and no more than 10 pounds because of the IBF rehydration clause. This dude is fighting top of the line guys. Like, to me, Tyson Fury was a number 1 pound for pound for years. You gotta think a guy that's lighter than Deontay Wilder went up to fight a 6'8" guy and beat him flawlessly. I ain't gonna say flawlessly, because I think that Fury won the first fight. But the second fight, Usyk beat him up convincingly. And that's something to be said. And right now, he got all the belts. He beat everybody. He beat Fury. Like I said, Du Bois. A lot of people thought he took a low blow the first fight. A lot of people thought that Du Bois knocked him out. To me, I think that was...
And Louis Pabon is calling for time, and Usyk will get the full 5 minutes to recover from what...
I've seen it not get called hundreds of times in fights. You know what he did? He shut me up. He fought him again, knocked him out.
Oh, trying to force it back to the knee. Big right hand from Usyk. Oh! And he's gone. He's out. Daniel Dubois. He's never going to make it. Alexander Usyk can be crowned right here, right now. He is undisputed for a third time. Once, twice, thrice. The genius of modern boxing, Alexander Usyk, pound for pound king.
He shut all his haters up, man. Not that I was a hater, I just didn't see it. I see it now. I see it. And the rumor is that Usyk is on his way out the door, man. And I'm trying to see a fight against Deontay Wilder or somebody, man. I need to see him test himself for that last fight if he gonna, feel me, call it quits. But I got Usyk right now as my #1 pound for pound off the resume, the eye test, and everything. Now, if I'm going top 5 based off the eye test, #1, I gotta go Tank, Bivol. I'm gonna go Usyk. I'm gonna go Kerr, and I'm gonna go Bam. And that's my top 5 eye test. When I'm looking at it and I say, hey, it's gonna be really hard to beat these guys. Like, resume aside, just what my eyes tell me, like, these are some bad boxers. Like, they one of them ones. Now, addressing my top 3 prospects in the game, I'm gonna go no order. I'm gonna go Kermel Moton. I'm gonna go Scooter Davis, and I'm gonna go Moses Atama. Heavyweight prospect Moses Atama is gonna be one of them boys too. He remind me of a baby Usyk. Like, he know how to work them feints and get you throwing, and he got extreme knockout power. I'm not gonna lie. For that heavyweight division, he got what it take to run that division for a long time after Usyk is gone. He 14-0 with 12 knockouts. So that should tell you something. A lot of folks gonna say, oh, he not fighting no competition. He really not right now, honestly. But he fought some step-up fights, which was Dylan White, a guy who was like 30 and only probably lost 2 or 3 fights, and he made him look like easy work. Got him out the way. They talk about him fighting maybe Caballero, but I think he one of them ones. And the heavyweight division ain't too stacked right now as far as young fighters, and I think he got the chance to really do that, like really take over. Maybe be undefeated if he passed these little few tests in the next few couple months to a year or so. #2, I'm gonna go with Scooter Davis. Now, Scooter Davis, he one of them ones. I know his last name is Davis, but he basically a baby Tank. That's a compliment in a way, but in a way, he's his own fighter. The reason I say Tank is that aggressiveness, that pop on that second and third shot. It don't look like it's hard until that boom, that third shot. Then it's that knockout blow where, like, it's that precision for real. It's that setup. I see a lot in Scooter Davis too. He probably one of my favorite fighters coming up right now that I've been watching, and I'm like, oh, that's the one. Like, he gonna really be one of them ones. It ain't that jab shot. It's that one where he duck under, like, yeah. He's one of them ones. Like, y'all gotta watch him. I'm gonna put some clips up here.
Oh, what a body shot.
There it is. 3, 4, 5.
He stretched his leg out. His leg is numb. That right leg is numb. He's not getting up. I'm letting y'all know. Oh my gosh, what a liver shot.
He scooted him out of the ring.
Oh my goodness.
Derek Davis with.
He could eventually fight, you know, the Abdullah Masons, the Shakurs, Kermel Moton in the future, Zaquin Moses, other prospects. But right now, in that lightweight division, I got Scooter. And another name in that lightweight through super welterweight through welterweight. You know, we don't know what real class Kermel Moton is in right now. He floating in between, you know, 135 to 147, I guess. He's one of them ones too. Anybody that step in the ring with Kermel is gonna have a tough time because he's not gonna lay down. He a smart fighter. He got power. He got knockout power. He got IQ. He really got everything in his bag. I don't think he's being managed right now well by Floyd because he could be way more active and displaying his talent on cards just like, you know, Scooter Davis is going to be tomorrow on 4th of July. Like, you know, opening a big card. If you don't know Kermel, You got to do your research. But now I'm going to wrap it up, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with the class today. We got a whole lot of boxing news. Whole lot of boxing matches coming up. We got some good fighters. You know, we got Earl Spence. We got William Zepeda. We got Lamont Roach. We got Keyshawn Davis finna fight somebody. Shakur potentially. Devin Haney. It's a lot of good matchups coming up. And you know we gonna break them down. We gonna call it how it is. So I appreciate y'all watching, man. Stay tuned with the class, man.